of our best weapons. Boosh is Gorazny for boom.
Hey guys, Shadowz here, welcome back to another Gears 5 video. Today we are going to be discussing the Booshka returning in Operation 3, as new DLC weapons are teased to be coming in at Gears 5. 6 months into the game, we have lived through and experienced 3 seasonal operations in Gears 5 so far, giving us a great indication on where the future is heading. In Operation 1 we saw the first and only so far mid-season airdrop, delivering several characters including the first Locust in General Ram and the first new Swarm character in the Warden. Operation 2 debuted the biggest player count versus multiplayer PvP game mode in Gears history, as a 14-player free-for-all changed up the way to play and enjoy Gears multiplayer, despite the arrival of ranked FFA not happening as of right now. As TC tried to figure out the next step in the ranking system, it was pretty cool to see TC bring back a game mode that was part of Gears Judgment and reinvent it into a more engaging way to play. Then there is recently, with the release of Operation 3, the first new and original PvP game mode developed and built by the Gridiron studio in Gears 5 from the ground up. It's the classic Gears inspired single life elimination objective game mode in a Gridiron. The introduction of the new game mode in quick play with a ranked playlist release scheduled for next Tuesday has been a nice refreshing breath of fresh air, making it truly feel like we are on a new Gears game right now, as TC proves that after the franchise series has been existing for the last 14 years now, that for Gears to move forward, Gears 5 really does need new game mode experiences to enjoy Gears of War in an all new way, and I think Gridiron will evolve over time into showcasing that once it becomes a permanent ranked game mode playlist. While it's great to see new versus multiplayer game modes being added, it isn't the only thing that TC has planned right now for its content seasonal operations, which will most likely go to at least last for the full 2 years, which would lead us up to September next year in 2021. Recently, TC purposely teased what I've discussed in a few videos now, a Gears 5 campaign DLC expansion providing a new story experience to play as Team Scorpio in a Origins-like story that plays as a prequel into the full story arc of the Hivebuster comics. But it doesn't stop there, as it looks like the delay in the release of the latest operation has actually given TC the extra time to begin the next phase in the overall plans that might just include new DLC weapons being added to Gears 5 within the Operation 3 trailer released officially by the main Xbox channel shortly after the huge focus on the return of the Thrashball Cole character, which I've actually also got you guys covered in a video that literally just went live a few days ago. There was a recent short clip as well in there, literally a few seconds long, of what looks like, you will never believe it, the UIR Gorazny Booshka grenade launcher as introduced in Gears of War Judgment, making a comeback in TC's latest Gears game. As you can see on screen right now, we are on Canals, the map, in a 2v1 situation under Midbridge, where out of nowhere, Clayton Carmine, the grub killer himself of course, slides into the picture frame equipped with and holding, I would have never called it ever, the Booshka grenade launcher is only ever featured in the game it was made for, being that of Gears Judgment. Avoiding enemy fire, we get a perfect view of what definitely is the Booshka, being a completely identical to the Judgment model, except for one massive detail that changes the weapon completely. Now, if you guys have never played Gears of War Judgment, the game itself, because I know a lot of people skipped on Epic's last Gears of War game, or maybe you just might, not remember, the Booshka was a UIR grenade launcher that shot smart shell projectiles that could either detonate on impact or ricochet off surfaces. But here's the catch, as the ammunition in the Booshka's grenades were actually emulsion-filled projectiles, so if the weapon was to return in Gears 5, this of course would have to change because of Adam's emulsion countermeasure machine that was activated at the end of Gears 3 in the Battle of Azura, which is exactly what the Gridiron studio looks to be doing, as the once emulsion-based Booshka of Judgment, which you can see is glowing at the very end, has actually been replaced as we jump back into the Gears 5 clip, where the end is clearly not glowing anymore, and as revealed when Carmine actually fires the weapon itself, it looks to be using the drills of that used for the drop shot, which you'll only know if you're watching the clip frame by frame. Even if it is using, similar ammunition to the drop shot itself, the redefined Booshka looks to act exactly like its predecessor, firing projectiles that can either kill on impact or ricochet around and cause some splash damage. Please make sure to leave me a comment down below telling me what you think. What is your guys' opinion on the new DLC weapons coming to the game itself, and most specifically, TC surprising a first choice in the Booshka? For me personally, I was really hoping that TC would introduce DLC weapons, as it feels like it's been enough time since the previous Gears games, and if they do, like, you know, fit in or just maybe can be reinvented in a way, it would actually just really change up the gameplay, and it looks like the developers have only just gone and done it. New game modes, a possible campaign, a DLC, and now even a DLC weapons. The sky really is the limit right now with what TC have planned for the next 6 months leading up to the 1-year anniversary of the game, and I think at this point right now we could actually maybe expect pretty much anything going forward in the next few operations. So there you have it guys, full details on the Booshka returning in Operation 3 as new DLC weapons look to be teasing coming in a Gears 5. Give the video a thumbs up and share if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys for watching, and as always I shall see you in the next one.